Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by my good friend Theo Mackie, well, for 2 more weeks of the Michigan Daily, or the Block M as it's called in the Words world. What's up, man?
Hey Casey, how you doing? Glad to be on again.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. So it has been one interesting year for you. Well, for everybody.
For
Um,
everybody, sure.
Well, yeah, you've covered an interesting football season and an interesting basketball season for sure.
Very different types of interesting.
That is for sure. What was it like to, go through this year and just dealing with everything that we had to deal with, that you had to deal with?
I mean, it was a bummer, obviously. I mean, you're not making the same connections with the players when you're on a Zoom screen as you are when you're in person. We only got to go to, I think I covered 3 out of 6 football games in person compared to normally I'd cover 13 in person. March Madness, you're not sitting right on we were sitting pretty close to the round of 32, but you're not sitting courtside like normal. So it's all very different. But I mean, I was really happy that we had a college sports season. We were very close to not having one at all.
Yeah, we were on the fringes of that. I mean, we had to go through literally. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what was going to really, go through that. I mean, what was it like just trying to see whether or not we were gonna do this or not? Because I'm sure you had to contact all different types of people that you usually don't have to contact.
Yeah, definitely some weird reporting going on. I did a story in September or August about the economic impacts of no football season. So I was talking to like the chief of the head of the whatever it is, the Bureau of Restaurants or something. Like that's not someone I ever thought I would talk to for a football story. But it was kind of day by day. Like I was not thinking, oh, there's going to be a football season after they said there was no football season. I was just thinking, okay, what am I going to write for this fall without a football season? And then there's a season, and so you're suddenly writing, how did this come into place? You're not really thinking about it a month in advance.
So, I know you've had, going off this year alone, you've had quite an experience being a part of all that, and I, had a front row seat to most all of it. But what was the biggest experience that you've had during your time there?
More than covering the games and stuff, it's about the people I've met. I mean, so many of my best friends in Michigan have come through the Daily, and I've met all of you guys, everyone, on the beat, the Detroit newspapers and the fan blogs and the 24/7s and the rivals and everyone. You meet some incredible people in this business, and it's been an awesome 4 years, and nothing that I had ever expected when I got into Michigan. It was never something I thought I was going to do, but certainly has changed my life, and I have to be thankful for that.
Coolest moment that you've got to be part of, do all that?
Wow, there's a lot. I think if you're talking about a game, yeah, I have to say it was the Big Ten tournament, actually, my sophomore year, so 2019.
Yep.
Michigan State in the Big Ten tournament semifinals. The United Center.
Yeah, I was there for that too.
The United Center was rocking. Both sets of fan bases were there. It was insane.
Yeah, so I was there as well, and it was quite the show to probably one of the top moments I've had. We'll get to other moments in my career a little bit later. But, so to kind of talk about, where I know you're off to, I know a lot of the writers, some go their different ways. It's like, oh, I just had fun to do this. But a lot of them are actually, they're actually doing this. And of course, you look around the beat. There's a lot of you guys. You look at Orion, you look at Wojo, you look at what Mike Persak's doing up in Pittsburgh covering the Pirates. I know Max is working, trying to find something. But I mean, you're off to Arizona and to the Arizona Central and going out and doing that. What are you going to be doing down there?
Yeah, so it's yeah, going out to the Arizona Republic in Phoenix. I'll just be an intern for the summer. So covering a wide range of things from June to August. We'll see what happens after that, and I think couple other Aria Gerson's going to be out at the South Florida Sun Sentinel for the summer, and Ethan Sears is going to be at the Los Angeles Times. So our three seniors on the beat are all out to different internships around the country.
I mean, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I know you. Well, I've known all you guys because I was there for a lot of it. But what was it? I mean, what are you expecting when you go down? I know you've had internships in the past. I know you were in Pittsburgh with Mike and with another good friend of mine with Cameron Drummond down, who is actually down in Texas right now.
Yep.
What was that experience like down in Pittsburgh?
I mean, that might have been the best summer of my life. That was incredible. Um, I mean, it was just so fun because Mike and I are great friends, and I got to know Cam and I and Mike we're all great friends now. 2 years later, I was texting Cam literally this morning. So that was really fun being out in Pittsburgh, and I'm excited to do the same thing in Arizona. It'll be kind of weird not knowing anyone because in Pittsburgh I knew Mike going in, but I'm excited for it nonetheless. It should be a really good experience.
Yeah, I mean, of course, in the summertime, you got, I don't know how long you're there, but you got the Diamondbacks going on. You know,
Yeah, should be covering some Diamondbacks, some what's their USL soccer team called? Phoenix Rising FC.
yeah, I forgot. Yeah, but then you got, I don't know how long you got the Suns, you got the Coyotes. I don't know if you're going to be in there for the fall, but you get the Cardinals coming up. Um,
Yeah, certainly summer camp even in the summer.
yeah, and then of course, how long are you there for?
I'm there for 3 months, from June to August.
Nice. Yeah, it's just right up there with the Cardinals. So you're going to experience a lot of things being down in Arizona. So yeah, are you excited? When you look back at your career, what's the biggest thing that you took away?
Biggest thing that I took away. Um,
That you're going to take to where you're heading next?
I mean, it's hard to take a biggest thing. When I started this out, I had no idea what a sports story looked like. Like, obviously, I had read, whatever, ESPN, Sports Illustrated, Washington Post, whatever. But, like, I had no idea how to write a sports story. I had a fan blog when I was in high school. That was about it. And now, I mean, I'm not some great journalist, but I, am hopefully on a path to doing this professionally. So obviously, it's hard to take one thing away when I've learned everything everything I know I've learned in the last 4 years. But if I had to take one thing, just the importance of hard work, which is so cliche, but like really when you want to do something, making it happen, kind of just knowing what goes into making a big story happen.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Teo, thank you so much for coming on and spending a few minutes. Maybe we'll talk to you when you're down in Arizona. How about that?
That'd be great. Nice to talk to you again, Casey.